Good morning, my fellow designers. Here we are again. So, yesterday was absolutely manic. I couldn't even have a moment to film. But today is effectively removals day for the Chelsea job. So the family aren't moving in themselves, but the boxes and a few beds are arriving. Now, we had a bit of an upset, shall we say, as far as when do we actually want the family to move in. I actually thought they were moving in today with the boxes, but actually they're not planning to move in until Monday. So we have some extra time, which is great because there've been a few things moving around and a few problems that have just been brought to my attention. One of the things that came up has been a toilet cistern. Now, a toilet cistern is the bit that actually goes in the back of the wall, and then you have the flush plate actually on the wall that you see. So those are built in. But someone has put the wrong toilet cistern in the wrong toilet, in the wrong bathroom. So the problem with that is that the flush plate that it's supposed to go in the cloakroom no longer fits. This has been dealt with, and it was dealt with actually reasonably quickly, but it means that the plumber has to come in today, change things around. Quick job, but needs to happen, otherwise the family can't move in without one of the bathrooms working fully. All the carpets are fully down, so that's great, and Lee has done a fantastic job there as usual with those. So now it's just a question of getting all the finer points done, all the dusty stuff taken away as much as is possible, ready for the boxes that will arrive probably in about an hour and a half's time. All stations go. I'm ready with my Mac, with my cagoule, with my hoodie. I think it's going to be a long day. Wish me luck. Oh, and I have my earrings. I have my hat and my rabbit out of the hat earrings. They're my lucky earrings, and I tend to wear those on days when I need lots of energy, more so than normal, and I need lots of luck. Let's get going. Here at the garage, have a quick look. We've got the carpet still there and lots of other builders' tools here. But the reason why I've come in here is to have a look at this. This is going to be the part of the new chopping board. It's actually a big lump of wood which is being cut, and it's turned from this into this. And this is one of two chopping blocks. It sits here quite nicely. This is a lip that's sitting around on top of the work surface, and it's sitting there quite snugly. So I'm talking to you live from the house. The removal team have just turned up, so I've given them a walk round, which is the first thing you do with the removal team. Walk them all around, show them which room is which, what's to go in, where you want things put, any sort of pressure points such as carpets, in our case cream carpets, what you want them to avoid, tell them if other workmen are going to be going in and out, what to worry about, what to look out for. Generally ask them a timing of how long you think they're going to take. These guys have said around about midday, so I think we've got a good 3.5 hours to go. There's a few things I want to sort out downstairs in the basement. The Correx, remember that plastic sheeting is still down. It's very messy, it's very dirty. I want that taken up. In fact, I'm going to take it up myself, so they've got it's a little bit cleaner down there. The washing machine is also going in, so that's actually being brought across the kitchen to go into the utility room, and that's all fine. The electrician is upstairs putting on the new switches onto the wall, which turned up yesterday, late as usual, as electronics always are. It's very much a juggling act at this point, primarily because things are just moving around. It's very much like a jigsaw puzzle, musical chairs if you like. So we needed more room in the garage, so the carpet has to come out, and actually the carpet is now standing in here with me now in the living room, and that just has to be it for the moment, for the next few days, and then it can be moved back as soon as the builder stuff gets removed. Jigsaw puzzle, lots of jigsaw puzzle movements today. So here is the sofa, that's the light for the hallway, the wallpaper's up there, and the rolled up carpet. So that's all that's pretty much left in here now. We've left the Correx down, but the place has been cleared apart from the tiling. Now this is the cloakroom, so that's the flush plate there which needs to be put on and replaced, and as you can see here,
We still have the Corex down here. You can see where we've just been painting, so we've just all the way along here we're masking up the floor, and further up you can see the guys just sanding the walls. Here is the back of the washing machine and dryer, and these are the items that are going in together into the utility room, and they're going to be stacked on top of one another, so there'll be a stacking thing just along here. It's actually an actual stacking system which will just put the two together. So hopefully that'll work. And these are the tiles and the boxes just stacked up here, the first pieces of furniture to be brought in. And as you can see here, all these boxes are labelled, so this is living room and books.
One quick word at the moment about the joiner. You know the joiner is missing in action. He's still missing. It's a bit of a long-winded situation, I believe. I think there's some issues that are going on with the personal life of this particular joiner. So he's sort of been, shall we say, out of action and out of contact for quite some time. I am a little bit worried, but only because it's never happened before and it's really unlike him. I've appraised the client. As long as the client knows, we will get through this because it is only joinery. Joinery can come in at any point, so I'm not unduly worried. I just like to have things finished, and it's not. So at the moment, this little area at the moment is lying empty because the joiner isn't here. And his items haven't gone in yet. But because today we have clothing and various other different things turning up, these will be in wardrobe boxes, and wardrobe boxes are very long and they have a beam inside them that you can hang your clothes on, so they can just sit in that corner and act as wardrobes until the joinery gets done.
Checking on the workman, this is the electrician just doing his stuff with the switches, just putting everything together with all the different wires that are coming out of the light plate sockets. And having a quick look what's happening here. That's the carpet, wallpaper unscathed, which is all good. Let's just go to have a look. Now down here obviously we've still got the carpet which is not down yet. I don't want anybody mucking up the carpet outside. And let's just have a quick look at the plumber, making sure that he's okay in the children's bathroom. So he's just fixing the last of the pipes underneath the basin.
Everybody, still at the Chelsea house. The removals continue, but the interesting thing is, hot off the press, the joiner has made contact, so he is no longer missing in action. This is great. This is really good news. I don't know the full extent of what's happened, but actually it is just fantastic news that he is back in the land of the living, and that we can press on with the job both here and obviously for the Reading job, which is still outstanding. I was about to go and see if I can grab somebody else to do this because joinery can be turned around quite quickly these days, but I'm glad he's got in contact, thank goodness.
Guest bathroom, that's the cubby hole there in the shower, and here is the full force of the limestone splashback behind the basin. There's obviously a little hole there which just needs to be dealt with, that needs to be filled in, but the rest of it, the basin is looking good, needs a bit of a clean, but otherwise it's done. And the only other thing to look at, I think, in here is the air vent right at the top on the ceiling there.
Whilst I'm here in the master bathroom, I had a conversation with a client who's downstairs, and we were talking about other accessories that need to go into lots of bathrooms. Really the obvious things would be obviously sort of things like toilet roll holders, but often people forget about the really obvious things such as rings and hoops and rails for hand towels. So in here I think that we're probably going to be putting something next to the sink, and it will probably go on this wall here. We have something obviously over here as well because it's a double basin, so another one could actually go here. As far as the loo itself, obviously something can be put wherever you need to, and obviously you need to check that by sitting down to work out exactly where you want that to be. Other things that need to be thought about are in the actual shower itself. What do you want to do about that? Because effectively what you're having to do is work out exactly how many shampoo bottles and things and other bits and bobs do you want actually in the shower with you. So in here obviously we have, once this is sorted out and the grout is done, you'll have a certain amount of space, but actually you might want to put something else, which you could on the back here. I don't think she's going to, because I think she runs a bit of a clean and tidy shop like I do, but it's worth knowing that you may need to add extra things in. The other thing, of course, are things like hooks. So when you're getting into a shower, what do you do with either a bathrobe or pajamas or whatever it is? Where do you put them? And the obvious thing at this point is to put them on a heated towel rail, which obviously would be over here. But the thing about that is that's where the towels are going to go. So always be aware that you'll probably need to add on hooks. And what we're probably going to do is probably add something here in this space here, maybe one, maybe two, or you could use something over here. This way, when you come in through the door or when you look in through the door, you won't actually see any of the things hanging up. You'll just see the beautiful basin and the mirror in front, which will be over here, all sorted.
The new handles are on, along with the escutcheons, which is that, and also the strike plates on the edge of the doors, all to match in, and the ones on the frame as well. Into the kitchen, we have the new cupboard and the wine fridge in, as well as the drawers. The actual handles are going on at the moment, so you can see those two on there, and there's more to be put on around the kitchen.
Just finished at the house, removal people in, a couple of footprints on the carpet, the cream carpet. I've dealt with that. If you want to see what that looks like, have a look on Instagram, find me there. You can see a little mini quick video of me stroking the carpet. Other than that, the client came in, she was happy with everything that was going on, which was marvellous. A few questions were answered. We need a couple more rolls of the House of Hackney wallpaper that we ordered for the cloakroom. It's not a straightforward matching with the wallpaper. It's almost like a mural, so you need to get probably more than what you need according to the size of your wall. We thought that we could get away with it, but another roll is called for. The cleaners are coming in tomorrow to do the top 4 bedrooms. They've got quite a few boxes at the moment. We've made a couple of beds up, so things are sorted pretty much in there, but there's lots of cleaning to do in the cupboards and the joinery. Things get covered in dust, tile dust, paint dust, everything. So that'll be done tomorrow. And then we will gradually move the cleaning team downstairs. Lots of other things have been sorted out. The bathroom, the cloakroom, toilet system that you were told about earlier, that's been sorted, that's in, picked up, and is being fitted as I speak. Interestingly enough, the client is actually already talking about doing other things that need to be done. Certainly the exterior paintwork of the Chelsea job needs to be done. I saw it immediately when I first saw the property, but it's not high on the agenda. But considering that the front garden needs to be sorted out, as well as the back garden for that matter, I think the external parts will all be done at the same time. I'll keep you informed. Tomorrow morning I am at the Primrose Hill job. Now the Primrose Hill job, as you know, was a moving job, but it still is effectively, but there's lots of furniture to sell and get rid of. So I'm meeting the client at that former home. We're going to be going through things, what's to be sold, what's to be kept, making notes, and just organising a few things and getting everything sorted. because that property needs to be cleared before the refurbishment. So I'm now on my way home. I have another early start tomorrow, and then I'm back at the Chelsea job in the afternoon after the Primrose Hill job. So I'm going back home, getting some emails cleared. I have over 100 in my inbox. You know what I'm like with emails. I have to just get them as I'm going along. There's lots of invoices to sort out, payments, making sure everything is shipshape and Bristol fashion. So I shall let you get on, and thank you for coming with me, and hopefully I can show you a few more interesting things tomorrow when we look at the Primrose Hill original house. See you then.